the Pistol Daisy sound has sort of evolved when it was just the two of us. I think because both of us are really, really inspired by Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks and like singer-songwriters from the 70s. Our songs were more singer-songwritery, like really Americana, folk rock, I would say. And then once we linked up with our manager, Brendan Moon, through him we met our drummer, Lewis. So I think the three of us getting together and just like making music together, he produces all of our songs. We just found like this pop edge to it somehow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I'd say like edgy pop.
Edgy disco
rock.
Yeah. Blondie plus Dolly Parton.
And Kate Bush, because
Kate
of all
Bush.
these mad synths we've started putting in our music. I think when we like first started going into the studio, we didn't really know exactly what it was that we were like, what our sound was going to be. I think we've been quite good about like staying open and listening to everyone's ideas.
Yeah.
It's like you can make something really cool and really new from like taking in everyone's perspective. So
yeah, it's like a science experiment almost sometimes when we're in the studio.
So like, okay, what can we do to this track to like
cowbells, cowbell and a synth. Whoa.
Our process is probably the most chaotic thing you've ever heard. We sit at our kitchen table with my iPad with GarageBand open. And we craft up the most diabolical demo you've ever heard in your life.
Exactly. I try to consciously not finish the song because I want to hear her input on it, like, so I'll leave like verses and the bridges or the choruses open, and then I'll bring it to her, and then we write and like perfect the lyrics together.
Crying in Marseille is a song that we wrote while we were in France. So we went to France to play a music festival, and I was having some relationship problems, and I was like, I feel rubbish. We need to write a song. So we just sat in like our little studio apartment and wrote this song.
But Crying Marseille is a really special song for us because after we wrote that, we played to 15,000 people. Then the next day we flew home, and that was the day we met Brendan, our manager. So it is a special song. We just got off a tour with Callum Beattie.
That was amazing. The best experience of my life, I would say.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that we took away from being on tour was like really finding our sound as a band and really figuring out like how we play with each other and how to like interact on stage.
For me, performing with my bandmates, with Lorna and Lewis, it just feels electrifying. Like, it almost feels like they bring out the best in me as a performer.
I feel very much the same. I'll like look over at Belly and she's like, give it all this.
All that.
Give it all that. And then like Lewis is behind like,
give it all this.
And I'm like, okay, I can relax a little bit and get myself moving. I just like to look at my bandmates and go, you know what, they're doing the same thing as me and they're having a great time, and I'm like, now I'm having a great time.
Saint Glasgow, well, there's a story behind it. So I moved to Scotland 3 years ago, and the first few months had been like a total culture shock, right? I come from Malaysia, which is really, really conservative. And when I moved to Glasgow, the people, they shocked me. But in a good way though. So there was one day where I was doing a grocery run. I went to Lidl, and then while I was walking back, I saw at the corner of my eye, right, this guy in a unicorn hoodie getting head next to a children's playground. Right? So I ran back to my flat, and this song just basically wrote itself. It details basically my experiences as an immigrant, basically. And Lorna put her spin on the second verse. That was her personal experience.
Yeah.
It's basically our ode to Glasgow and the funny people of Glasgow, which we love.
But I would say that like seeing someone getting head in the street isn't like a typical.
Is that not a typical?
It's not a typical experience.
See, whenever I say that, like on stage, people come up to me and say, "I've seen something like that before." So it's probably more common than you think.
Oh, well, here we go.
I bet you're dying to see. Oh dear.
Na na na, 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 na na na. The other day I saw somebody find a tenor on Sauchiehall Hall Street. The first thing on my mind was at least one of us is lucky.